Lulu O'Connor here, just wanted to talk to you a little bit about your muscles, and particularly the muscles of the upper legs and thighs and into the buttocks. Because if they're too tight, then the calves and those muscles can overcompensate, or if they're too loose, they can really overcompensate. And what that tends to do then is pull down into the muscles in the feet. And then a lot of people get bursitis or plantar fasciitis or conditions like that. And they've actually got nothing to do with the feet and more to do with the upper body. Well, the upper legs, the thighs and the glutes in particular, Friday morning. So tennis ball is one thing you may use, and your fists is the other thing you're going to use here. I'm going to use my rebounder. The course is all about rebounding. I'm going to use my rebounder to show you some of these. You might have already seen me do these. I'm going to put down, well, you can use the tennis ball as well. You can put the tennis ball into the side of your leg here. The lymphatic drainage points, this is what we use in kinesiology, and giving away some secrets now, are either side. So the quad, the drainage point, the point that will help the quad work better, is to the inner side of the quad, okay? So you can either take the tennis ball and rub up, or I'm going to put the tennis ball down for a second. You can take fists, make fists with your hands either side, and take the knuckles and put them in either side from the knee, just above the knee, and pull in and up, right up on the outside, right up to the top of the fascia lata, right up, and that's the drainage of the fascia lata. And so you do the two together, you get that little bit more tension. I tend to say you can do it after rebounding. I've just finished my rebounding, or after your shower when your muscles are hot and warm, and give them a good pull. Now, you're not actually working, you're not in, and that's good too. You can just literally work up the quad if you wish, but you're not. You're working what we call the lymphatic drainage of the muscles. Do that both sides. Now, there is a second one on the inside of the leg. I'm going to show it to you now. So when you do this one, this is the quad, and then this one is for the hamstring. And that muscle actually is the one that can get too tight because it's connected to our gut, believe it or not. In kinesiology, every muscle has an organ and connected to it, and a meridian line as well. So if you rub up the inside, the lower inside, again you can do it with, that's a really good working of the large intestine, believe it or not, as well. And then the upper one. Okay, do that on both legs. Especially if you feel the tops of your legs tight or you're forever pulling your legs. Another one to do is to pinch the belly of the muscle if it gets too tight or it gets into cramp. And you literally take your thumbs either side of the belly of the muscle and just pinch. Okay, I don't know if you can see that right. Oh, it feels really good. Look, on the outside you want to go right up and on the inside as well. Okay, now, tennis ball. You can use either a tennis ball. I'm going to try and show you this. So what you do is you take the tennis ball and you place it right in to the soft part in the hip bone there, right into the SI area, and go against the wall. Yep. And just gently move your body up and down against the wall and move that ball side to side and up and down. And that's really working. You would be surprised how much work needs to be done in this area. Yeah, and even move it out of the soft area around the bone. And do that on both sides. You can hardly see me there. So you're taking the tennis ball, you're putting it right in here, and you're literally rotating it around. And then on the other side as well, and rotate it around. Okay? That's the tennis ball. Now, equally, you can use your fists. Again, make fists, knuckles. I tend to use the thumbs for this one. And just get in there. Relax if you can, sort of as relaxed as you can be, and literally massage all around that area. Find the sore spot and rub it. Don't avoid it. Gently if you need to at first, but if you do that every day, a couple of times during the day, especially if you're sitting on a chair, that's really good. But I tend to do it, as I said, around rebounding because the muscles are worked and it's a good idea to get in there. Now, if you have tight muscles at the front of your body, and that is from sitting. You can equally take your fingers and go either side of the pubic bone, not above it, not below it, either side of it, and rub in. And again, you'll find a soft spot, a tender spot, rub it. Just a little bit either side of the pubic bone, because that helps to release the muscles here to the front as well. So you've done the back, the front, and then the final one is, again, you want your knuckles, probably the thumbs, and you're coming just to the corner. It's sort of like spine, top of the hips, top of the pelvis, and you're in here in the corner, the soft corner on either side. And again, I don't know if you can see it there, I am rubbing, rotating my thumb knuckles. You can use your finger knuckles if you wish, right up into the hands. I tend to use this one for this point, okay, because it's the strongest one. And that way you're not putting any pressure on the rest of your knuckles or your hands, your fingers. And rub right in there, and again go right along. I will come again right out like that, but rotate with circles. Just along the soft part there. If you find a sore spot, rub it. That's my theme tune this morning. Rub the sore spots. Okay, so I put that in with the rebounding. And if you haven't heard of rebounding and you are over 40 or like me over 50, get rebounding, because it is, to me, the most effective form of exercise out there. Yes, you do have to invest in a mini rebounder, and that one is the guts of 300 sterling, but it's worth it. I've used that now, that's my second year. That's a gym membership, probably less than a gym membership for a year, and nobody's going to the gym anyway these days. You have it for the rest of your life. This one in particular folds down, folds away, goes into a bag, the bag comes with it, and then if you need to put it away, the secret is not to put it too far away though, because you don't want to put it away and then forget that you have it and not use it again. The benefits of this, it's 68% more effective than walking, running. It boosts your whole lymphatic system. It tones your muscles. I find my muscles are definitely much more toned. This is my main form of exercise. I get up, and now when I'm telling you to start on the rebounder, I'm suggesting that you just literally do this. You don't even lift your feet off it. It's like a walking motion. You do lift your heels. I'm not lifting my feet. I'm going up onto the balls of my feet and coming down again. That's enough. A minute of that a day is enough when you begin to rebound. Now eventually then you bring in the bounding motion. That's working your whole lymphatic system. And if you do that too fast, especially when you're over 40, you have a lot of toxins in your body, a lot of hormones, you want that to happen slowly. You want it to happen slowly. It is very effective for working the breast lymph as well. 5 minutes on this, get your whole lymphatic system working. But we want more than that. We want to get our bone density raised. We want it going well as well. So we need low impact, absolutely, but we need weight bearing. And this is weight bearing because of the bungee. This is a bungee sprung rebounder, but because of the springs of the bungee springs in your rebounder, you will you're weight bearing because you're pushing down and then you're going back up again. So you're going from full weight, but you're going more than your weight, especially the more you bound into it. But again, you don't want to do that if you haven't been doing that up to now. If you haven't been rebounding before, you want to start literally like this. I have 2 programs. If you want to go over to my website, the link is here, and I have programs there, and at the minute you can buy both programs. There's a bundle offer. I think you're getting 25% off if you do that, but to buy them together. But I don't care whether you buy them or not. Well, I do and I don't. It keeps me working. But I'm more concerned that if you start to rebound, that you rebound slowly, just like this. And eventually like this, after a couple of weeks of doing the walking motion, bring in the bounding motion. And then bring them both in together when you get up to 5 or 6 minutes. Okay? And then eventually you will start to lift them off, but that's in the intermediate program. Trust me, especially if you're over 50, over 60, over 70, this is the way you want to rebound. And you want to sort of link in the different movements together and build it up gradually. More about that over on my website. But don't forget, work the muscles either side, because when you get these muscles working well, then your calves are working better. Another thing to do possibly is consider, if you aren't already doing it, taking some magnesium. Magnesium citrate is good, and some zinc. They're also very good for the muscles, and when we don't have enough of them, enough of the minerals in our body or nutrition in our body, we can have cramps. And magnesium also helps work with calcium, helps us absorb calcium and work better. Remember too though, if you get overstressed, your calcium comes out of your bones to help you with the fight or flight. So you don't want that to happen either. So it's what I call the 360-degree wellness plan that we need to have, so that we are looking and helping ourselves from every angle. It doesn't take much to set it up, but when we have it going, then we're going. And you go to any kinesiologist, they'll help you with that. I do online wellness planning with people as well. Talk to me and have a good day. And please like and share this with your friends. They probably will be glad you did.